Hey gang, so I'm here at the 3000 West Alameda Avenue project, 100 South California Street, and this is the contractor's Chrismar construction company. I am unable to see who the contact is because somebody put tape over it and then tried to handwrite in a new name, and of course it's illegible because the sun beats down on that thing all day long. But this is what I found interesting. You know, I was driving by on the freeway, and of course I celebrate anybody that wants to be an entrepreneur and they want to do great things and want to build big buildings. I celebrate that. But then the city will say, well, we've got all this people coming into Burbank and we're going to need more housing units because they come to work here. And I'm like, no, not necessarily. The quality of life in Burbank doesn't need to go down as a result of more office space. We're right by a freeway. I thought it'd be interesting to just put the phone right next to the freeway so you can see that these office spaces are right next to the freeway. People can just as easily drive from another community right into work. It doesn't have to be that far away. And so my point is, we don't need to keep, this seemingly invincible fallacy going that we need all these extra 50,000 housing units. The idea that in 30 years the population in Burbank is going to increase 40,000 people is crazy. People like myself who've lived here a long time, why would we want to put up with all the traffic and nonsense? Now, if existing laws allow construction, that's fine, but the state has been mandating from Sacramento the ability to increase the density of residential housing. Well, what was the point of buying a beautiful house in the first place if you're just going to have neighbors who are making multifamily right next door to you? So that doesn't make sense. It really goes against the idea of local control. Now, here's something I wanted to mention. It's not very green for Mr. Worthe, Jeffrey Worthe, to be leaving all these lights on. Now, I know he's very proud of his building, and I have nothing against Mr. Worthe. He seems like a very nice man. He wines and dines people and brings the governor down to take beautiful pictures with our elected officials. And I know that in general, I've always seen that large companies get special treatment, to get very nice treatment from our electeds. But one of the things I noticed is all the lights are on in the side of this construction project that the glass has been enclosed. Every single one of the lights are on. Now, if you're concerned about helicopters flying in or something like that, you don't need that many lights on. It's strictly for optics. They want to show what a wonderful job they're doing. But when you talk about trying to be green, it's not very green to have every single light on in a totally vacant building. It's completely nonsense and a really bad idea, and it's burning up a lot of electricity. Trust me, a little house like mine, I have a relatively small house, 3-bedroom, 1-bath. And, I use a good amount of utilities because I have lights on here and there. And when I leave, I turn them off. And when I come home, I turn them on. But you don't need to leave office lights on all night, 24 hours a day. I assume they turn them off during the day, hopefully. But I think it's very wasteful. Their whole building is lit up from the freeway. The whole idea is to get people looking. That was it's like a billboard. But I don't think it's very, very green.